What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's going on with the overall market, what's going on with NIO, Tesla, SPY, Nvda, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers. And I'm going to be breaking down some new developments when it comes to Nvda. But before I break down all this information, before I get into any more details, let me just mention a couple of things. I am firstly not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, it benefits the entire community as a whole. So I'm recording this video very late because I was waiting for Nvidia's earnings to end, and it just ended. And so far, Nvidia has been dropping. It's not necessarily crashing or tanking very hard. It's only currently down about like 1.5%. Let me just double check. So about 1.5%, give or take. It's continuing to drop, and I think that this could lead to some downside in the markets. Why is Nvidia dropping? Well, the answer is earnings wasn't actually bad whatsoever. It was a very strong earnings. They beat on EPS and revenue. I actually have it right here. They beat on EPS. There was a beat right over here. They beat on revenue. They beat very, very well. The revenue is up 206%. If you look at other pieces of guidance, revenue was also up quarter over quarter by 34%. Gross margins are up 74%. They're at 74%, which is up 4 points relative to the previous quarter. Operating margins are not bad, once again improving, and everything was quite strong for them. But their guidance was at about 20 billion, so a little bit stronger than what the expectation was. Not bad whatsoever. Operating expenses were very, very close to what we had been anticipating, which wasn't too bad, and they're still continuing to do very well. However, here's the thing about Nvidia. Even though Nvidia did well, one thing you have to remember is this. Nvidia stock was basically pumping and pumping and pumping. This was at 392 at the very, very end of October. And now we just saw this thing at 505. So it ran very, very hard approaching this earnings. It priced in strong earnings already. And because it wasn't anything like different from what the market already priced in, the market could start selling off even though it absolutely crushed it. So the market priced this in. The market was excited about this. It already pumped so hard. And that's what tends to happen to stocks that just start pumping very hard before earnings. There's going to likely be some downside. The daily shows that if we lose 495 is support, we're going to be anticipating this to be dropping all the way down to 470 over the next few weeks. I think Nvidia is going to retrace a bit. I think that this is going to drag the markets down. The news has come out that NIO, on the other hand, is joining forces with another company for the EV battery swapping technology. This is some great news for them because they're going to agree to hit a joint standard swappable EV battery technology. That's great for them, and that's good news for NIO, which helped it pump yesterday. But today, when it comes to NIO, we saw it drop a bit with the market. I just want to add a few more details. Tomorrow is going to be Wednesday, the last day before Thanksgiving for the holiday. So the market's going to be closed for Thursday. There's not going to be no trading. All right. But for Wednesday, when the market is trading, we're going to be looking at initial jobs claims an hour before market open. The Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report is going to be coming out in the morning too. And we'll be watching to see how this data affects the markets. With Nvidia dropping, there is going to be a risk of some downside, but there's not a whole lot of data coming out. We have some bill auctions as well at 11:30, and that's pretty much it. So we'll be watching to see how this data affects us. But as of right now, we have a slight bearish catalyst. Nvidia could drag the market down a bit. And I think that it's ultimately going to come down to 470 over the next couple of weeks. As far as SPY goes, this thing pumped and pumped and pumped, hitting this resistance. And finally, we're starting to show some weakness. I think SPY is going to eventually retrace back to 450, but it may not happen tomorrow. It could take a few days for that to pan out. Because of the fact that Nvidia was dropping, we might see this affects Tesla. Overall, I am bullish on Tesla overall, but I think for the short term, there could be some downside. If it's trying to form a cup and handle before the big events, we could see Tesla retrace a bit. We're going to be watching 238, 236, and basically like 235. I think that we might see Tesla retrace a bit because of Nvidia. To add on to this, Aapl is due for a retracement. I think it's going to be coming back down to 185. As we have a quadruple bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame, I think it's going to start declining towards 185. The QQQ, in my opinion, has some downside coming as well. It's already down 0.24%. It might continue to drop down to 385 thanks to Nvidia and maybe even below that. down to 381. So I anticipate some downside and a very collective, a very healthy sell-off, basically. And then besides that, I would say that Nvidia, like I just said, I just talked about Nvidia. So that's it for now. Last but not least, for NIO, I think that NIO came very close to our target, came super, super close, hitting 8.1. I was talking about getting close to 8.2. We were 10 cents off and we started to sink. And now I think that NIO has potential to start sinking a bit more. We might see it retrace towards where this wick is, towards 7.25, and we might see the market drag it down just a bit more because of how Nvidia performed. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to keep this video very quick. I don't want to record this for too long since it's very late. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and watch the market very carefully. Don't forget, tomorrow is going to be the last trading day before Thanksgiving weekend. At least the market's going to be closed for Thursday. So I'll see you guys then. Please take care, and thank you so much for your time. Thank you, and peace out.